No! Shit. Why is this a different... Go. Fucking A. That's gonna be for the ride share. Oh gosh. Oops, nope. Where is this one? don't have. Shh. Shoot. There's not enough space for the entrance to the parking lot. That worked. I don't like it. But it works. Yes, you can't have. This won't connect into anything, I don't think, above. Unless there's something I'm not aware of. But I believe it won't connect. As far as I know. I'd love to be wrong, because I would love to connect the pedestrian path to this, but I don't think it does. I don't think it would do that. I don't think I've ever seen. I don't think that's a thing. Whoa. That looks good. No, where's the one? This one. Let's see. I know it's here. There's a sky bridge right here. What is this? Nope, that's not it. I swear it's here. It is. Not functional as anything, but just kind of like a cool. Wouldn't go anywhere. There's nothing I can. I can't really put it in up here. It's all off, so I don't know. It's maybe delete it later. Not really sure. I had that as cool pink flowers. Oh, these are really small. Decorative rock. Oh, wow, these are big. Big. Yes, today we are working on the airport. If you haven't noticed. I love palm trees. You will never convince me there's enough palm trees. Those are really small. Well, I like how this one's kind of like sizes are random. Definitely cool. We'll cheat a little bit here. If I can grab. Oh, there it is. That's a little cheat trick I do. This isn't an event generator. It brings people there, so even if my airport isn't like as high capacity as I wanted, there should be at least vehicles and cars that will drive there, at least to this section right here. So that's kind of cool. I think there was another one in there that I could use. This parking lot will probably never be realistically full like it would be in real life. But that's okay. I am not perfect. Kind of how it rolls. Like I said, you can. Ooh, well. Cool. Need to connect that back up to that bridge, and then we can hit play. See how it functions. Don't know what I'll do over here yet. Any more parking? That seems realistic. Not really sure. But let's sync this back up right here. What are you using right here? Oh, you're using the industrial ones. The industrial one, which I believe are these guys right here. Is that correct? Correct. Oops, I almost deleted it. That wouldn't have been good. How wide is this? 23 units to match that. Or the length, not width. What just happened? Oh, is this jacked up right here? Nodes. Super cool, super helpful, but you'll be forever bounded by it if you do change one node's acts like offset. I love it, but how do I get it? Oh, geez, Louise. I didn't want to do that. That was my bad. Yeah, that's not so bad. I don't like the sand thing. I think I'm gonna take another one of these. Copy it. Oh, that looks ugly. That looks ugly. What if we make it worse? Not so bad. Get rid of the whole sandy vibe, because there wouldn't be sand down there, realistically, for a bridge. Just get rid of all of it right here. Hello there. How's it going tonight? Hello, little... Oh, I've talked to you before, I think. Oh, look at that. Love that. Love that. This needs... And then this needs to match. There we go. I think these actually can come down a little bit now. It is going as good as we can get. Thank you for asking. Can't hit play just yet because we haven't hooked up these highways yet. But this is where I'm going to get annoyed with the node controller, because these are spaced out a little bit different. So I might just have to, I don't know, deal with that. It's never going to match up 100%, especially from this distance, matching two different bridge types or highway types. It's just never going to work. That's for... these guys right here, I don't think you can put vanilla bridges on them. I don't know how to simulate that, because I do have the Anarchy mod, yeah. Where are they? Are in the water here. Good. Yeah, these are right here. I believe if you try to build on them, what's it good? You can't snap to them, I know that. Yeah, you can't look, because it looks like it won't, like the pillar won't build on top, it won't snap to it. Kind of unfortunate. You think that'd be something they would want, because I mean, I guess I get what they're supposed to be for, the flood walls. They're supposed to be for this, to block off, but I really just like them as like extra support for the bridges. Kind of my illusion. But I see what you're saying, yeah, it'd be cool to snap to these. I hope I answered the question. Alright, so we're at least going to switch over. What are these? What's this lane right here? This is a three lanes. Yeah, I don't really think, I don't know, I think the use is something for, like you said, a flood wall, like if you have a notorious area where it's constantly being flooded, I guess, which is, I would consider that rare, because, I don't know, maybe if, I don't play vanilla, so maybe there's a reason for, I should save it, I haven't saved it in a while, no, I don't want to quit. It's always flooding. I know there are a couple times there's like a road where it's too low, and if you wanted to make a flood wall, you could, I guess. But yeah, I agree. I don't really know, outside of me using them like for this exercise, I don't really know what I would use them for. I'm kind of mad. I used to have, where is it? What's it called, abutment? Yeah, this one right here. This is what I got from the workshop. These work. There's a problem with these right now. So, like, I can put these down here, and they essentially function the same way. Oop, I didn't grab it. How do I grab these? What are these? Are they a building or a prop? What are they? Okay. You know what we'll do? We will Control-Z. Get rid of it and... Yeah. No, this thing... Did I screw this over? No, I didn't. Okay. So it's considered a prop, I guess. Or a building? Which one is it? Oh, it's a building. Okay, so that's why you get the delete thing. So the problem with this, like, I think you can sink these into the ground and make them look good, but I think what'll happen is once you hit play... I don't know if this will do it. I'm gonna call myself a liar. Maybe not. Maybe they work now. They used to do the thing where you lower a building into the train and the train would morph with it, but it looks like it's not doing that anymore. That's good. So you could use these. I've used those for a couple things. Yeah, let's go turn it off so I don't screw up my whole infrastructure. Oh, every car on this bridge is gonna despawn because I did that. No, I can't. I don't know where to go. Let's see here. All right, let's see if this works in one shot. Oh, look at that. There's a little bit of a bend there. I see it. It's on a 2-degree angle. If I use this, does that get rid of the angle? It does. It's 1 degree here, 1 degree there. You can move this around and make it more pronounced, but I think what I'll do is I will just sacrifice the 1 degree. And this is a pet peeve. I hate when the lines don't line up. So annoying. I know there's ways with props to get around that, and I think you can actually do it with the node controller. Get them to like do that, but then you get this weird line. But I don't know. You just gotta, whatever you sacrifice your immersion, you just gotta pick one. This is going from 1, 2, 3, 4 into. How many lanes is this over here? This is 3. I might. So this gets down. Oops. Yeah, I might just keep this industrial look, like it's an old bridge. Just because of these fat vanilla lanes are just so... Little gets to right there. And then, whatever, it is what it is. Actually doesn't look too bad. There's definitely worse. There's the 1 degree right there. Oops, I didn't, wasn't hitting enter, that's why. But we can do this. This is one of my favorite things. This is a more realistic approach to that. So there is, allows this lane to transition. So what we can do is go like this. Oh, it's too bright. Where is it? Nope, no, it's... When is it? A long way too? No. I think you got... Oh, I know why. I think you got to do it like this. That's what it is. And then you move these. How do you do this again? I don't remember how to move those off the top of my head. I haven't done the lane thing in a while. Why is it in film mode? And you could do... Oh, wait, it goes down from 1, 2, 3... Oh, I know what I gotta do. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then this one goes like that. That's how you... I'm in the United States. United States near, if you've heard of Niagara Falls. That's the best place I can kind of give you. How about yourself? It is the evening. Yeah. Well, no, it's real early in the morning. It's almost 3 in the morning here. I'm staying up late. Yes, correct. I think we've met before. I think we've chatted on here before. It was a couple months ago. I had there was some personal things I had to do, and I stopped streaming and gaming altogether. But now I'm kind of want to get back into it. Yes, Buffalo Bill. Why is this not working? I don't understand. There it goes. There we go. Now they line up. These don't have lines, so. And then the final touch to this is, yes, I'm glad I'm back too. A little bit of a rough time, but it is what it is. We all got to go through things, right? So just so the lanes people don't merge in here unpredictably, I like to just kind of set this up so that these guys stay here, this stays here, and then only green is merging into this. So then you have these 4 lanes merging into this third one. Yes, I remember. That was awesome. I loved checking out Sweden. That was really cool. Hope I get to travel more someday. Someday, whenever I make my millions. Nice to see you again, Matilda. All right, so I think we can finally hit play here. And be happy with what we got here. Okay. Yeah, the bridge curves a little bit. You can see it, but I don't know. I mean, this stuff happens in real life. If you infrastructure stuff, nothing's perfect. I've kind of learned to. Hello, what is this? At least we got to fix this. This will help me line things back up here. I'll comment on the nothing's perfect thing in a moment here. I used to be a perfectionist when it comes to City Skylines, to the point where I hated the game. I started to hate it. Which is unfortunate. Like, I wanted things to be so perfect, and I would just make it perfect, and I'd spend hours doing it, and then it wasn't perfect, and I would delete it. And I don't know what streamer I watched or what video I watched, and the might be Overcharged Egg. I can't remember the guy's name, but I don't know. He was one of those streamers that stream City Skylines was really harping on, like, things aren't perfect in real life. You got to realize that things are not perfect. Roads are not always straight. Things are messy. Yeah, exactly. No, it's not symmetrical yet. You play, somehow you get obsessed with it, down to the inch. Yeah. So I started to kind of embrace, especially with this build, that things aren't perfect. Kind of deal with it. I think what I'll do here now, just because this will make more sense. This. There we go. So now everything's. But yeah, so there's like little things that I used to go crazy about, like. I don't know, I can't give you a good example. Like, some of these highways aren't perfect. They're kind of messy. I used to have, like, needed the perfect angle, the perfect shape. The cars needed to flow. But, you know, when I'm driving around a lot of the highways where I live, they're not perfect. They go up and down and twist and turn. So I've kind of, like, learned to just kind of embrace that. You know, to a certain degree, I'm not going to do something like, you know, make a highway and it goes... You know, I mean, like that, not that, but you can build like that. You guys build like that. If anyone wants to build like that, you're more than welcome to, and don't let anyone tell you can't. I'm just talking about myself. My son plays this game, and if you saw his cities, you'd be completely different than mine. He just plays it haphazardly. There's things everywhere. There's a Ferris wheel downtown. Well, not that that's real and realistic, but there's like a whole theme park downtown with other rides that just wouldn't be there. Windmills next to suburban house. It's just incredible what he comes up with. He's like, we need this, we need that, we need this in the city, we need a zoo. And so I take a lot of inspiration from his chaotic building nature. So, okay, so this can be deleted. This was here to see what this looked like. He's definitely super into City Skylines. We just started getting into Planet Coaster. So I plan to do some planning. I never got into it, but he wanted to build the theme park, so I kind of dug it, so I'm getting into it. So I might do some Planet Coaster stuff soon. And then the other one he's super involved with is Disney Dreamlight Valley. My son absolutely loves it, and it's unfortunately got me addicted to it, which is a game I would never play. So I actually have it on the background here because I need to harvest the pumpkin so we can make lots of money in the game. He is 6 years old. This area right here, I'm going to create. This is completely outside of the city limit. This is I almost consider this a separate, not a separate, maybe like, I think this is going to be like almost like a separate county or separate city itself or separate region. I don't want to do that. So this is going to be very suburban through here, like American suburban with retail. I plan to copy a suburban retail area that's in my area. No, go away. This area, and where is it? So this area right here, I plan to, it's even bigger than it is today. Not this area, I'm sorry. Over here. So this is the area I want to recreate. Part of the suburban area. This is all actually today. This is not here anymore. This is all a Costco that's been built. There's a Dick's Sporting Good here. So this is all brand new over here. I think they were demolishing the buildings. There were offices here. Actually, this right here is incredible. This is, how did they do that actually? Now that I think about this, when we just drove through here the other day, this building's still here, but now it's a major intersection with a light. This is just a stop sign right here. But now it's a major intersection with turning lanes and everything. So I'm kind of confused. This is a road. How did they do that? Did they fill in this? They must have filled in this water way here, because it continues that way now. They must have continued it and flattened it. That's kind of cool. I know, like, right here is a brand new intersection. Anyway, doesn't matter. This is the area that I want to replicate. Kind of over here, this massive retail strips. Much to the negative effect that this is a car-oriented city. It's an American city that I'm creating. I'm American, so kind of what I know. I wish I knew how to build European cities. I've seen people build them, and I think they're incredible. But my mind breaks looking at how the roads are built and how the buildings are set up. Especially like stuff in Paris and everything. It's incredible. But I just build what I know, and I think that's good enough. Again, not that you should listen to me for advice in terms of how you build your city, because I think it's important to build whatever you want. Also, you don't have to, just because you're American or just because you're from Paris or something, you don't have to build your own cities. You build a Japanese city if you want, or something like that. So whatever you want to come up with, don't let yourself be limited by what you know. It's always good to learn something brand new. And use that as inspiration. If I ever do another big major city, I might be inspired to do something more like an island Hawaiian map, something like that, where it's completely different than what I normally build. Where this is like supposed to be like a mainland city in the United States. But yeah, today's focus was the airport. Like I said, there is a cheat in here. I don't know if you saw that when I first started doing this. Let's see, right there, this block that's invisible, the cheat block I call it. It's an event spawner, so that even if my airport doesn't have like a lot of people using it, cars will still come here and park at the parking lot and pretend there's an event, which is kind of cool. You can do that. I do that from like my malls. Hello, what happened here? That was weird. That was weird. Anyway, for example, my malls, you know, I don't have I'm playing obviously this with only 87,000 people. In real life, this would probably have 2 or 3 million people probably in the city. So I'm kind of making things up. But like, for example, I believe it's this mall up here. I have event spawners in here because there's not enough people that'll go shopping here. But there's like event spawners in here that will bring in traffic in here. So it gives you the illusion that the mall's being used. So really love that. If anyone really interested what that is, if they play City Skylines on PC, I'm more than happy to send them the Steam Workshop link for, they're actually these guys right here. These 4x12, 4x16s. If you put these near a road, where's an empty road, I guess right here. They spawn events. And they're invisible, so you can't see it. So usually what I've seen people do is put it there and then they kind of decorate it with like, I don't know, concert venue stuff or maybe an outdoor event where you could put maybe some of these things right here. You know, what'll happen is, you know, you can make a pedestrian thing through here. What'll happen is now people will flock to this area and it'll almost look like it's like a festival. If you want to come up with something cool like that. So yeah, it's a really cool hidden thing. I don't remember who was using it, which streamer was using it, but it's they're using it to create. I think it was somebody who was creating Las Vegas. They were creating like the mega hotels, and they wanted to give the illusion that people were traveling to the hotels. So they created events inside the fake hotels, which brought people through the pedestrian areas. I think that was how they did it. The other really cool one, too, I highly recommend if you're playing on PC, it's these two. I can't spell. Block. Because it's a little slow and it's annoying. There we go. So we got these. Where are they? They're not here. Here they are. These guys right here. Block services they're called. So these are, for example, blue is for commercial, green is residential. I believe all matches the colors down in for the demand. So these are kind of like fake blocks right here. So this is level 3 commercial. So you can put that right there. And what you can do is, say for example, you have a building that has like multiple, I don't know, multiple looks to it, like these strip malls. Like, I want to create. Oop, I got a train. There we go. I want to create another, like, say maybe this Marshall. Maybe it was. I'm trying to think of a good example. These are all stores that have things. I don't know, say this was another store right here in a strip mall, had a door. You can hide this in here, and what it'll do is they'll treat it as if there's a level 3 commercial building here, and people will go visit it and stuff like that, but they can't see it because you hid it inside the building. So it gives the buildings more life than what they normally would have, where the entrance is down here. So just some cool things that I've seen throughout people use that kind of give things more life than they probably should. Like, I think these are good examples. Ooh, something started on fire. Like here, for example, the city gymnastics, you assume it's this building right here with these, but we have a couple other doors. Like, there's a door right here. And what you could do is like, maybe there is another commercial building right in there. So I'll put a level 1 right behind this door. So people will walk to that door and act as if that door is being used and go inside the building if it's the commercial building there. I love that. And then kind of what I do is make it extra realistic. Put a logo above it. Let's turn off. There it is. Yeah. Now you can pretend, as people go to that level 2 or level 1 commercial building, there's a Cold Stone Creamery there. Oh, next to a Baskin Robbins. They'll be fighting forever. Help! Who deserves this? Never been to a Cold Stone Creamery. I don't even know if we have one. I don't think we even have a Baskin Robbins. Not sure. I'm not an ice cream guy, so I don't really know. I'm kind of curious. Yeah, no, the closest one is over the border for a Baskin Robbins. And oh, there is a couple Cold Stone Creameries. There's actually one right not too far. It is 9-minute drive away. So there you go. Learn something new. Maybe we'll have to visit it. I'm also going to be putting out some videos, YouTube videos out of kind of the history of this city. I'm a big fan of lores and history and coming up with like what's behind where the city's been and where it's going. So I'm going to be dropping like the history of downtown, the history of the airport, the history of this port right here. Just real quick videos, just because I love coming up with why things the way they are, and I think it's fascinating. You know, nobody may watch them, but I'm probably always going to watch them, so they're kind of made for me. But if anyone finds them interesting, that'd be cool. You join in the fun. Oh, why is this sunk? This poor boat. There we go. Are you floating? No, you're kind of floating. Let's fix you. There we go. That poor boat was so sunken on the bay floor. Yeah, I think you have not seen the city in a long time, but most of it's completed on this side. I don't anticipate building anymore, other than maybe building some things in the rural areas. There will be a dam project, so I plan to use this. I believe whoever created this, it assumes that you're going to put a dam here, a hydroelectric dam. So I'm going to do that. That's going to be a project. I did build a little vanilla here. So like right here, these all houses are all just, I didn't feel like putting them down. They're all vanilla houses that I let just spawn wherever. I believe I did that over for here too. Yeah, these are just wherever I can tell, because I don't think I would ever put two mansions like this. This is... Man, they used the same architect, didn't they, in the same neighborhood? I may have to... Can't reset it, I see. But yeah, so those are vanilla coming through there. I just didn't feel like plopping down. Everything else over here is pretty much hand placed. I think I did vanilla over here too, but... And then, yeah. Oh no, there's a fire. Poor house. This needs to be fixed. This is a whole project I need to do. Look at that. This is awful. This is probably why this house is on fire and there's no firefighter company getting there. I'm okay with leaving these problems in. As me as a creator, I'm going to be fixing them. We can actually see how bad my traffic is. Yeah, look at that. That is awful. So this is to be a project to fix this. The whole rail system needs to be fixed and upgraded at some point, because we have the commuter rail and the freight rail on the same tracks. You can see there's regular rail, the passenger side, and then there's the freight. They just need to be separated. I need to figure out that, create a metro maybe that comes through here. Not really sure how I want to handle it, but I intentionally designed it so that it would be bottlenecked and screwed up, and something to probably try to fix at some point. Same thing with the waterfront. So down here, this whole area, I'm intending to not be the final version of it. This was old city planning. I plan to have this be converted to, not sure what, high-end apartments, condominiums, sporting events, So all these little, like you can see here, there used to be ports and wharfs that came out here, but now they're long gone. Same thing with all these. These are all going to be redone. Oh, I have the dreaded waterfront highway. Hopefully that's a project too. The city does have some problems with vacancies. Like, for example, this is City Hall. Actually, I believe this is County Hall for the whole county. And you can see here that there's a massive building, or massive lot that's missing, that's overgrown. And nobody's done anything about it. This happens in real life. There used to be an office building here, and it caught fire, and I kind of, once it caught fire and demolished, I never fixed it. I kind of left it as the company moved, and they abandoned the building, and then slowly it's been being teared down, and now we have this empty lot. So this is a story that will eventually get updated. Like, what will go here? Same thing with a couple lots right here. Stuff like that, like real cities have lots. Not everything's pretty, unfortunately. Actually, a lot of American cities are like this. Bigger cities no, but the smaller ones will have a lot of problems. But you know, even if you go to look at Atlanta, Atlanta's got a lot of car-centric development, and some of it's not good, and you can see a lot of surface lots and stuff like that. Also, anyone in the comments, I always like to say that if somebody wants to message me and they see a building that they like this is a Steam Workshop building, and they want to know the link, more than happy to send the link to the workshop. Just please make note of the time that you saw it and maybe what building it is. Like right now, if you tell me it's at 43 minutes, like I've been doing this for an hour, it's an hour and 4 minutes, and it's the gray one. Well, okay. I'm not checking every single one of these, so anything specifically to get to that specific building, it would be helpful. But more than happy to share the Steam Workshop stuff with individuals, because this is how I watch streamers, and they had specific buildings and stuff, and they had their links. So yeah. But we will go back over to what we were working on over here. This is the build. Let's see how this is working. These cars come in here. How do they do this? Where's this? These guys only have like 2 options to go. Left or right. They can't go straight. So this guy's going to the airport. Let's consume his view. How loud that game actually is. Turn it down a little bit, maybe. All right. Oh, this car kind of floats here. Must be something with the nodes. They come here. I love the rocks. Like I could see that being like a. They have to like travel slow through here. And then they're going to the airport. Okay. So what's happening right here at the node? There's something's weird happening. I saw the car floating. Ah. Well, how about that gravity defying? Oh, I think there's something here that needs to be fixed. So yeah, let's see. See if that helps. I know, right? I get the same way when I watch people play. That's why I love watching the streamers. Let's get rid of that. Kind of like makes it kind of realistic. Get rid of that one. I mean, realistic, there probably wouldn't be crossing right there. This road's kind of goofy, but Maybe I should just convert this back over to, it's 2 and 3. Let's do something that's a little sexier. 2 and 3, here we go. Ooh. Ooh, that's, I like the way that's handling itself. Yeah, I haven't made the leap to CS2 yet. I just don't. I will eventually. Not saying it'll never happen. I just, something about how this game, I'm just super familiar with the mods, and I feel like if I go that route, I'm gonna be like, well, that mod doesn't exist, and I don't want to play it. I don't know. I'm kind of particular. I know I do like the visuals though. I do like the way, like, the water looks really good, the lighting looks really good. I like how you can like upgrade buildings and they change. Like you can make the university bigger and stuff like that. Those are really cool like ideas. But I don't know. This has to be like this. A little strange. This in real life would have, what would you call it? Some kind of time trick, because you got 2 intersections coming here that are not realistic. These guys would go, and then these guys would go, but these guys would always be able to go because they can't interact with that. Yeah, so these guys don't even have to stop. Pretty much, they can just always be making a right because they never cross in front of these guys. So yeah, persons too. Yeah. Like this just has the original. I don't know. I'm cozy with this game. Not ready to give it up. Not ready to give it up. And plus, I mean, I don't know. Just look at that. Like, so freaking cool. Like this game is just. I feel like I'd get to see Skylines 2 and I'd be like, I can't do what I want to do. But I don't know. You know what I should do? Because I think it's on, I think it's on a Game Pass. Should just download it and just be like, test it out. Then I don't have to buy it on Steam. Yeah, the OG. That can be said for a lot of things. Like, I don't know. Like you said, Sims. Kind of like what they did, if anyone's played the Halo remake. Like, the original Halo is so good, but they redid it, and I'm frustrated with it because it looks really cool, but it doesn't... But, you know. I think we're also, like, stuck in our nostalgic ways. Like, there's certain things... Well, hello, I forgot that I didn't make parking lots here. Which one is it? I think it's 2 3s. Yep, it's 3s. Or 4 3s. Okay, cool. Gotta sell some stuff. Okay. Getting hot, getting warm. Need to turn on the fan. I know the thing that I didn't do is the cargo. I don't have room for it. Like, no one's gonna make a cargo thing here. Yeah, my son wants me to do stuff in Dreamlight Valley, so that I multitask. So I apologize for that. Every time his stuff grows, he wants me to grab it for him. Pumpkins, that's where it's at. Oh, you know what I just realized? I didn't realize there's a road down here. Holy cow. I don't usually build the airport, that's why. Oh, I didn't realize this whole thing had plants. Can I get rid of that? Oh, you can. So this is a really cool mod. Oh, so there's still something there. Can't see it. What is that that's there? Roof vegetation? Okay. From that one over there. And then, can I color this in? Yes, you can. Okay, that was cool. And it should remove it from everyone, because that doesn't make any sense. Why would there be vegetation at the bottom of that? Put it on the outside, sure, but yeah, I removed it for everyone. Is there vegetation in this one too? You have many crickets. What? Yep, get rid of. So super fan of this mod. It's called Bob. I forgot what the Bob stands for actually. But essentially what you can do is put down a vanilla building, or any building for that matter, that has, usually the houses are the ones that you can see this with. Put down a vanilla house. I don't even know where they are. Here's one. Yeah, it's super helpful. If, like, I really like the fact there's two things to do. One, you could remove the tree altogether if you don't like them, or you can replace them, which is super cool. Like, these are vanilla trees, and they may be ugly if you don't like them. There's a lot of vanilla, like, I use it for, what's it called? I do actually like a lot of the vanilla commercial. Some of them are really cool. Where's one? Here they are. Like this one's pretty cool. Like, that one's cool. Like that one's really cool. I really like that one, but like, it's called Sally's, but why would there be this goofy furniture advertising on it unless it's a furniture store? But so, like, I kind of like look at it as I don't really want the billboard on there to clean it up. That's one use, to get rid of like this goofy billboard stuff that they put on there. Now it looks clean to me. I would totally use this vanilla asset and maybe put a parking lot next to it and just call it a day. Like, there, boom. That's really cool. Look, it's a little Sally's diner. I don't know. Yeah, Overcharged Egg. That's one of the guys I definitely took a lot of inspiration from. Watching him play. Who are the other guys? I can't remember their names. They're such good streamers. Like, they just totally... See if I can find them on my YouTube subscriptions, for anyone's curious. What is it? Yeah, Overcharged Egg. Yep, that's one of them. Imperator. I'm not sure if I'm saying his name correctly, but he always had a lot of cool vanilla builds. He does a lot of like real city famous layouts too, which is really cool. I really love that. But he seems like a really cool guy. There was one other one that I always continually watch. I don't know. Rid of Dex, I used to watch him. He has that Fairy Tale Keys map that I really think is so cool. And I can't remember if there's someone else I've subscribed to. Anyway. Yeah, he's moving towards cities too. You know, I mean, you know, he's a channel that has a lot of people, so I think he's got him. That's where he's got to go for his content and to keep it relevant. But I still think there's a good community out there playing Cities 1. You know, if you check Reddit, the Cities Reddit, people post both games, which is great. So yeah, so this will be, how do I get this back? Barlow International Airport. I definitely did not name you Barlow. And we actually, I like putting the call signs because I'm a big fan of like the Is it NBA? Can't remember. Let me look it up. I have it in a Word doc. Or a Google Doc, I should say. It is the MBA, yes, the Meridian Bay MBA. That is the call sign for this airport. Yes, it was definitely great talking to you. Hope you have a good day, and definitely will be. I think I will. I've seen your streams, so I try to check them out as much as I can. It's tough during the day, so I try to watch them at night, but definitely will be checking them out. So have a good one. Okay, so this will probably most likely stay the way it is with, I'm gonna cheat here. I could get an idea of what it would look like. Yeah. I don't know, maybe hotels in here? Maybe. Okay. I don't anticipate this intersection right here ever being a problem. Only because there's no traffic through here, but don't really need to do that. Ooh, hello. It's all jacked up right here. Ah, no! I guess I do need to do that. This highway that I downloaded off of Steam is really, really cool. It's just hard to, if you screw up the author's original intent, it gets a little janky. That's okay. I don't like this right here, whatever these concrete cement areas right here, but this was the original author who created this, and if I change what they did, all the nodes are getting broken up, and these cool decals are gonna get lost. So I'm kind of lazy, and I don't really want to recreate them if they do get lost. So I'm just gonna deal with the fact that this pavement exists. Maybe there's a reason for it. I don't know. Weird things happen in cities. In real life, so. It's like the only vanilla tree. I don't know why I like it. For some reason I like the simplicity of it. I like that it like changes up the colors of the ones that I have from the workshop a little bit, so that it I just really, I don't know, really like that vanilla tree specifically. These are my favorite types of tree clusters to put down because they just cover a lot of space without using a lot of trees, so you don't max out your trees in your area, which I've already done. I used up all 200,000 trees. If you don't believe me, I will show you. I have definitely used a hell of an amount of trees. Trees are like my favorite thing because they cover up so many things that are a problem with a City Skylines game. They cover up blemishes. I'm kind of obsessed with them. I'm not sure what would develop over here yet. I mean, maybe there would be some hotels. Kind of picture warehouses. Maybe. Not really sure. Not there yet. We'll get there. I didn't think I was going to get all the way over here. Never thought I started downtown. I went this way eventually, over here, and then slowly started building all the way out here. And I never thought I would get to this point where I had this already, this is pretty much done. Without minor tweaks here and there. But for the most part, it's done. Things need to be upgraded. As I mentioned previously, if you were on the stream, this is a problem. Major problem. I designed it that, wow, there's so many ambulances. That this needs to be upgraded at some point, whether we lower the rail or we raise it above street level. I think raising it is a little unrealistic for the suburban area right here. I don't think... oh yeah, I think these houses have started on fire because of that. So, kind of a cool not cool, I shouldn't say that, but I mean like a problem they're starting to see. This may, I think I'm gonna bury it, not bury it, but like lower it into the ground so that this traffic jam does not happen. But right now, this is where it sits. There's a traffic problem. I kind of designed the city with these problems in mind that they'll need to be fixed and upgraded over time. Same thing with the rail system. The rail system is super inefficient. It actually stinks. We get more usage out of the bus systems, which then causes these issues. So I want to update this to a modern day one and get rid of this one. But it's so cool. It's the Kansas City Union Station. If you're familiar with it, it looks so freaking cool. But look at all these surface lots. So that was designed on purpose too, that this city is an American city. It has a lot of problems, has surface lots, has vacant lots here. That stuff needs to be fixed over time. So we will... Waterfront's a mess. Designed on purpose. These are not cruddy neighborhoods, but older neighborhoods that are outside of downtown that don't get a lot of the love that should, like the rest of the city does. Community driven, though. Like a lot of blue collar, community driven, hardworking people are in this area. Yeah, and then you get over into the more built up areas where it's more modern, apartments and condos, things of that nature. We got Science Center, I believe. Is this science or is this music? Art gallery. I was completely wrong. Then we got the campus that's here. Ugh. I need to fix this. These are ugly. So this is Bob, if you've not used Bob before and playing on PC. So this is really cool mod. So you can select this and look at it selected all the trees that are within this one. There's two of them. There's the bushes. I'm okay with the bushes, but it selects these trees. These are the vanilla trees. I'm like, ugh, I don't want vanilla trees. You can come in here and start to like select what trees you want. I believe you can do each individual one. Like right here, where there's 56. Oh no, there's 41. I don't know what these numbers mean actually, but or you can just select all of them, which I'm probably going to do, and find a tree that I really, really like, which this would give me like a preview. Leafy fall. It's just too much. Can I control click these? No, you can't. Trying to see what else we can do here. No, you can't use that. Oh, hello. What was that one? Extra tall. Jeez Louise. Whoa! Cluster. Where's that leafy full one? I swear. No, leafy full. I guess it's not that one. Oh, I like, okay. That I'm fine with. You can see how you can spend a lot of time doing this. Basically, what I'm trying to do is just kind of make this a little bit more random, so it's not like just all... Yeah. That looks a little better. Not just the straight up vanilla trees. So big fan of Bob. Bob's really cool. Love Bob. Search for it on Steam if you are on PC, and you can start switching out things, vanilla assets. Especially if you like the vanilla assets, because there's some that I do like. Some of the commercial ones I do like, and they have all the goofy signages on there, and the spinning yogurt or ice cream dish or cup cone thing. You can get rid of that and then make it kind of like more like realistic what you'd see in real life. But if you like that, then keep it. There's nothing against it. I just didn't like it personally, which is fine. Like, again, if you're watching this, please don't necessarily how I build. Like this right here. Like, okay, yeah, so this is a good one. Like, I do not like the spinning donut. Like, but I love this building. It's a vanilla building. I do not like the spinning donut. So you can come to Bob, click on it, and rotating squirrel. Click on this, which is hide this item, and accept. It's gone. And like, for example, the billboard. Goodbye. That billboard's gone. Vending machine I'm fine with. Yeah. This billboard, this best sales ever, must be part of the actual... You can get rid of the parking spots too. Say, for example, you don't like these parking spots are part of the vanilla building. You can get rid of them, which is really cool. Yeah, this billboard right here must be vending machine. Must be part of the actual asset. But anyway, that cleaned it up. It got rid of that rotating squirrel. I love this now. I think it's a great vanilla build or building. Well, I have no problem using that in the city now. Stuff like that just helps with building out the city the way you want it. But if you like the rotating squirrel, keep it in. I'm not gonna stop you. Always remember to turn off Bob though, because you actually can't accidentally will select things and then you're like, oh, why am I still in Bob? You have to deselect it and go from there. Oh no, this caught fire. I don't want to leave it. I don't know. I like leaving a little, like, where I used to live, there's a what's it called? An auto parts store that caught fire and they just never replaced it with anything. Not demolished, but like there's boards in the windows. They just never fixed it. It's still there today. I don't know how long it'll ever be there. So I kind of like leaving things like that. Maybe like a developer will come in and buy this parcel and make it something different than what it was. I don't always replace things that are burnt. That's just a personal preference. You don't have to play like that. Anyway, so we were... This is going to be... Yeah, right here. What does this say? Oh, yeah, Niagara Falls Boulevard. This is going to be a massive retail area. I like to build with these small roads. This is like templates or an idea of what I want to do. without putting down the big road, because I might delete these. And if I don't delete them, usually I upgrade them to bigger roads. For those of you who are wondering, what am I doing about my electric and water? If you use, I believe it is this one? Can't remember now. Oh, I feel like there's some new things in here I gotta check out. Anyway, if you're using this one, I forgot what this one's called now. Jeez, I'm a bad example here. It's a traffic mod. I'll look up the name of it in a second, but you can have advanced vehicle AI and parking enabled, so it's more realistic parking. So this is really cool to have on. You can change your reckless driver settings. You can have policies. Buses ignore lane arrows, which is cool because I just want them to travel wherever. Vehicles may turn at red on traffic lights. For some reason, I don't have this turned on. I don't know why. I know it's an American thing. It's realistic. Well, I don't know if it's American. I know Canada has it too, but I always have it turned off, and I just make it per intersection that people can make right on reds. I like having the choice instead of having not the choice. But where was I going with this? This was forgot where it is now. Is it 81 tiles? Yes, it's okay. So it's 81 tiles. So 81 tiles gives you access to the entire map outside of the normal 25 grid. But essentially, you can click on these transmission networks, enable electricity transmission without power lines. So you can see here, when this is enabled, buildings no longer need to be connected with power lines. Or, which is more realistic for me, kinda, even though I'm cheating a little bit, but enable electricity along the road. So if the power plant is connected to a road and that road is connected to the power plant, it'll be powered. Not super realistic, but the practicality of this is that it allows you to take back some nodes. So instead of like putting the power lines throughout the city, you can use less nodes that way. Same thing with the water. The water are traveling without pipes. You have the pipes all underground. They use nodes, which counts against your nodes. So if you're not familiar with that, eventually you're going to run out of nodes, which is this basically right here. So if I come here and I create a road with an intersection, this right here, this green circle is called a node. You have a finite amount of these. I forgot what it is right now, but you will run out of them if you keep building forever. So your water pipes are included in that node count. So removing them so you don't have to build water pipes all over the city is super efficient. You still have to build the water towers and everything. You still have to do it all. You just don't need to build the pipes themselves. It's nice. Same thing with the electric lines. Same concept. You can still put them in there. I do have a couple power lines. Sometimes I feel you can create something pretty unique with them. I forgot where I used them. I think over here. Yeah, I do have them right here. I don't know. It felt like this area needed power lines. Like, I don't know why I did, but like in my mind, it felt like there's power lines next here because all these power plants over here. So it was more of an aesthetic thing. They're not necessary, just a visual. I think they stop right here at this substation. And then I had them going through where this retail strips are. So yeah, highly recommend turning that on if you're not aware of it. What happened here? There's no parking here. My goodness. What is this? Madness. There you go. Alright, now everyone has a place to park. At Michael's. They gotta get their decor and art supplies. Really should probably butt up against this. That probably would be realistic, right? Even though there'd be a space there. But I'm not fixing that right now. I don't know why that must have got deleted by accident. I'm not really sure. Some cool lore here. There is like this old valley mine in the lore of this area. There was an old mine here that collapsed, and it's now buried over with the roads. But you can see here the road significantly decreases, which allowed the rail service to come through here, but it collapsed. Part of the deep lore, which I'm going to start coming out some videos, the history of Meridian Bay and all its suburban areas and areas. But that's why the terrain is so wonky through here, because there was a mine sealed up. There are people who say that there are entrances though. So a little lore drop. I'm sure Amazing PA would love to explore those. If you ever watch that guy, I highly recommend his mining, exploring videos. He explores mining area, mining tunnels, and anything underground related in Pennsylvania. Highly recommend him. His channel's Amazing PA. So if you're into that thing, search for him. And highly entertaining. Seems like a really cool guy. Love to shake his hand one day. And he's definitely brought me a lot of joy in watching underground exploration videos. So, a little shout out to him. All right, what next? So this is definitely going to be hotels. I think I have a bunch from the workshop that I can just like auto plop. I do want to create, I don't know. This is one of my issues with this city, is that there is no way, there's no train infrastructure that's getting you from there downtown to here. Which I love. There's this issue. There is talks to make an underground metro line under the river here, but super expensive. I know we're not playing realistic here, but I'm trying to make it seem realistic for the city, city's history, that it would be super expensive. That's why it doesn't exist. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Oh, no, hold on. We gotta do that. And then chevron. Maybe just do solid. Yeah. You're not supposed to go there. And this, how realistic would this look? That's realistic. Can we make it asphalt? No, I want a pavement island. What about gray now? Decal, no. Pavement island doesn't look bad. A little high. Elevation. Don't hate it. Don't hate it. Grass island's a little weird. Gravel, no. Ruin, no. I think it's got to be the pavement. Know what we could do. Yes. So these guys are allowed to make this. These guys are always allowed to make a red on red. There is not even an issue with it. Might have to use controlled. What's it called? Timed toggle traffic or time traffic lights. Right here, time traffic lights, because these guys don't need to stop at all, like ever. I almost would like to do that. Usually a pause. Set up traffic lights. Add steps. So these guys are always green. This one's green, and this is going to be for 5 seconds. Add step. This one stops. This one's green for 5 seconds. I think that's how that would work. So these guys always have a green light. These guys stop. After 5 seconds, these guys will go and they can go wherever they want. Yeah, 5 seconds is long, jeez. But I think that's the only right way to do it. Now, these guys never stop. They just always are going to go through, which is super cool. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it there, boys and girls. Hate that. Hate it, but I know as soon as I get rid of it, it's going to get rid of these things, and I don't want to recreate them. That is from the original OG creator of that intersection, which I think looks spectacular. But I don't want to recreate it, so That is where I'm at. Oh, that's a really good place to start this, though. Nope. Yep, that should go right there. That's really good. Sweet. Love every moment of this. Super cool airport. How many people are using it? Oh, we don't know. Oh, what is this? I don't think I've ever seen it. Is this vanilla? Customized tracks? I don't know if this is vanilla or not. I have no idea. I never built the airport, really. One of my first times using it. I bought the DLC whenever it came out years ago. So... my cord. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so... I think that looks really good. Probably doesn't even need to be that high, like... It's not... Why is my shift key not working? There it goes. Yeah, this probably doesn't even... These don't even need... Probably can come down to, like... a little bit more realistic. There we go. There we go. And I know, I always check to see. You want to know a secret if you're using some mods on PC? You can always spawn in the dump truck. Oh, there it is. This is the highest vehicle in the game. Just hits it a little bit, but I don't anticipate the dump truck going through here, so I'm gonna leave it. I think it's fine. Yeah, look at these guys. These guys just plow through here now because they have perpetually always green light. Freaking sweet. Love this game. Where are these guys going? Are they parking? Oh yeah, they're parking. Okay. Whatever. Park away. Oh yeah, I can't. Like, whack jobs itself. Anyway, okay, cool. Yeah, this is all working. This was not here at the start. 2 hours ago. None of this existed. I'm gonna post the speed build of it. But yeah, let me see. Are there any problems? Oh, there's no garbage here. Ooh, what's that? Something's there. Oh, is this why things aren't working? Nobody landing here? I had problems turned off. Yeah. Oh, might be it. Planes can't leave. Yep, so they come here. These guys do. Do they have a way out? They go this way. These guys go this way, so they come around here, they can leave. This guy they can leave. Okay, this might be a little convoluted right here, because I don't know. Oh no, you can go here, that instead of going around. These guys would come here, but they would come this way. Okay, I think all of this makes sense now. Definitely lots of garbage. And it makes sense because there's not a dedicated garbage line anywhere near here. So, with that being said, we can put a temporary one probably. Up this way, and we can kind of pretend. How it works. Let's see, are these guys gonna be... Oh, cool view. Yeah. Turn that off. There's law enforcement problems? I guess we don't have a police station here, huh, do we? Ooh, these are good. These depots over here, that might create that. But for now, we will just create something like this, just to supplement. These are the auxiliary things that I'm going to delete eventually. They're just there to supplement the needs of this. Probably should put a firefighter station over there too. These will be deleted eventually. So it's okay if you guys do that. Like, I highly recommend if you're building a new area and it requests things and you know you're gonna delete it and make alternative fire stations elsewhere, but you need to have something immediately. Just build a road out in the middle of nowhere. Put it there, close by. Not in the middle of nowhere, but like close by enough. What is this? Oh, it's the, yeah. Just so that at least they get what they need, but then upgrade it later. Not everything has to be built immediately. That's what I always kind of like, I've learned. You don't need to have everything done. I don't get how, like... This is cool. Oh no, I don't want this view. Yeah, let's watch this. See what happens here. They're all empty. My least favorite part of the airport, like taxiing to the runway. A lot of people like to take off, but like I don't. Like I just want to get there. I want to skip over this whole thing and just get to my destination and not deal with the plane. This is when I'm like the most scared, because whenever it takes off, I usually think we're gonna crash immediately. It's like you're the closest to the ground you're gonna be until you land. But like landing seems like we could probably land this, but like taking off, I'm like, I always feel like it's going to fail immediately. Because I forget, my head goes, flight should exist. Oh, look at that. That is such a cool shot of downtown. Oh, my population. So what I'm doing, I'll show you my population is not a representation of the city size. So I'm sandboxing it. And when I say sandboxing it, I'm just building the city how I want to build it, but not caring, wow, this is such a weird way to fly. This would probably get someone sick in real life. So yeah, so I only have 88,000 people in the city. So in real life, probably if this was a real American city, there'd probably be 3 or 4 million people, maybe 2 to 3 million people here. So I'm basically not playing for the city's what would you call it? This how the city logarithm works or whatever, where you are building with the population. So I'm basically just building the city that my dream city or my magnum opus city that I want to create. So yeah, I don't consider the population part of it, but yeah, no, thanks for asking. It is only this 88,000. If I actually would turn on problems, there actually, if you come through here, there's like no problems at all. But I have it hidden, so if I come here, you're gonna see that almost most of the city actually, wow, they cleaned itself up. Not a lot of demand. And notification icons. Oh wow, we don't actually have a lot of notifications. We used to have a lot of like problems with employment throughout the city. There wasn't enough people, so I think I finally got it to the point where that's gone. Oh yeah, it's a lot of gone. Yeah, cool. Oh, there it is. I had it backwards. There it is. So yeah, so there's a lot of unemployment. There's a lot, or not unemployment. There's a lot of workers needed. Not enough workers. There's a lot of problems, and I'm kind of ignoring that because I just want to build the city that I want to build. No, but acknowledging that I do need to fix things. So like, for example, this is the worst intersection in the whole city and I need to fix it and I'm super excited to do it. I just, we're not doing it in this episode today. So if I come here, look at this traffic. It's awful. So freaking awful. Super excited. I kind of built the city haphazardly in a sense that we are going to go back in and fix problems with it. Kind of like case studies and do histories with why this was created the way it was and challenge ourselves. So I'm excited for that in other areas where we have bad intersections, like over here. Extremely bad areas right here. Yeah, thank you for asking. This one bad area too. Want to fix this eventually. So stuff like that. All part of like, I'm basically creating like a realistic city where it's too big. I'm from Canada. We ignore traffic. And when we need people, we either build it or build up or out. Yeah. Whereabouts in Canada actually are you? If you don't want to tell me, that's fine. For privacy's sake. But very, very familiar with Canada. I'm only 20 minutes from the border, so that's the only reason why I ask. We have crumbling infrastructure, so... Oh, Toronto. Yep, okay. Yeah, I'm down in Buffalo, actually, so... Go Sabres. Go Leafs. Go Blue Jays. Love it all. It's all fun. But yeah, so this city's got like a lot of these outdated infrastructures that we're here. I think this was a vanilla, whoever the author who made this map, this was his original bridge that he created. I could be wrong. I might have manipulated it, but I left it in there, and then I left this in here, and then like this ugly infrastructure. I want to come up with a way to fix this in an episode that I want to do. So it's just all part of creating like this. It is what it is, and then we're gonna fix it. Because cities in real life are not perfect. Oh yeah, look at this bottleneck. Like, we need to fix this. This is bad. This is bad. This train can't even get out. I assume this one's going that way. Why are we bottlenecked? This is going this way. I can't. Oh, it's this guy who's blocking everything. The 401. Yeah. Where is it? I was just looking at my area. Ooh, why is Google Earth like not happy with me? My resources. Oh yeah, 401 down here. Is this the toll road? There's one that goes into Toronto that I take. One's the toll road and one's not. Does this? Oh yeah, this is the QEW. Does this go into? This is not Toronto yet. Yeah, is this the one that turns into the Gardner? Yeah, it turns into. Is that what it is? It turns into the Gardner. Love Toronto. I stayed at an Airbnb. I think it's this building right here. It is because I remember whatever this is this electrical stuff or whatever this infrastructure back here. I stayed in this building right here, and then I was really close to the CN Tower, and I remember walking across this and going to this area right here. There's like a brewery in here or something. I can't remember. I remember there was a brewery. There was like a arcades and stuff. It was really, really cool. But yeah, I stayed in this area for like 3 or 4 nights. It was really, really cool. Nice area. Love Toronto. I think Toronto's underrated, honestly. Like, a lot of people don't consider, like, this... The weird part about it is, like, people complain about the hostile weather in the United States. Like, oh, wow, there's hurricanes and tornadoes and snowstorms. But, like, Toronto doesn't complain about snowstorms. Like, they make it work. Millions of people live here, and it works. And... So I don't understand like why in America they're like, we can't move north, it's too cold, we got to move all of us down to Florida. So I don't know. Hey, look at this. This is incredible. Love Toronto. Love Toronto. We actually saw I know we're not looking at City Skylines anymore, so I apologize. Where is it in Toronto? It's this right here. We actually saw down here, this area, this cool stage. We saw Game of Thrones live concert when Game of Thrones was popular. No, it's a tough topic to talk about given the ending of it, but that's what we did watch the instrumental version of it, which is cool. Manitoba is just as bad. Yeah, no, I know the traffic. Yeah, the traffic is crazy. I remember last time I left Toronto, I was at the Heinz, their corporate office, which is... You'll be able to recognize it. This one right here. This is where their office was. The Heinz, Toronto. And I remember parking... Where did I park? Oh, right here. Right here. Whoop. Here, I parked here. Parked at this lot right here. And then I had to leave, and then I think I took down here. Yeah, I don't know what exit. Maybe it's this one that goes up to the Gardner. I remember sitting on this thing, and I was telling like, I'm only about an hour from home, and that was an untrue statement. I will say this. But anyway, we'll go back to City Skylines. I always like checking out real cities. I take a lot of inspiration for it. I highly recommend doing that if you don't do it today, just to see how things are built and understand things. So I always try to like look at Google Earth and like recreate what was there. So I always highly recommend doing that. It's a lot of fun. Wow, it's weird jumping between the UIs because you have to click and drag in Google Earth. You just look at the sides or move the cursor up to the sides. Check out Winnipeg. Yeah, Oh yeah, you got it. It's Winnipeg. I can type. Yeah, I think I've checked out Winnipeg. I've never been. It is, oh yeah, all the way over here. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I think I have one of the buildings from Winnipeg in it. I can't remember. It maybe this one. Maybe not. I don't know. There's a building that looks very, very familiar to this one. It might actually be, I don't know if it's inspired from City Skylines. I don't know. Not this. This one actually I think is from Toronto. Maybe not. There's a couple of them that I did do from Toronto. Maybe I didn't put it in here yet. Maybe not. I swear I've seen this building. I think it's in the... This one. Be wrong. Let me put this down someplace. Let me see. I don't know. That's pretty close. Pretty close. What do they name this one? Okay. Yeah, sure. Is there a name for the city? Or a building? Where's, the UI? Not sure. Richardson building. I mean, that looks pretty close. Pretty close, if I had to... the top's kind of... Got those circle things. I don't know, they definitely took... I think it took inspiration. I could be wrong. Anyway, it's one of my favorite buildings. Another favorite building. I didn't put it in my city, I don't think. I actually like the smaller one better. Personally, but that's just a personal reference. Personal preference. Close enough. Yeah, I mean, you never know. I know there's a lot of inspiration, like, this looks like a building that pretty close to something that's in my city, but it's also not, so, I don't know. This one's like a favorite of mine. I love this building. I don't know where it's from. I'm sure somebody can probably find out where it got inspiration from, but I love, like, the weird infrastructure at the top. Like, what is all that? That's super cool. Can you walk on those? Are those... Yeah, I guess you could. I don't know. I love that building. But I definitely got a couple buildings from... I think this one's from Kansas City. This one right here. This is, I think it's some Asian city. I really love the size of it. This might be something from Philadelphia. Can't remember. I don't know, I got a lot of different... This one's Pittsburgh. The Highmark one is definitely from Pittsburgh. Looks like the LA Tower. You might be right now that you say that. Yeah. Actually, I think you are right. But anyway, yeah, I try not to put a lot of iconic buildings because I don't want it to be like, oh, you used the Pittsburgh Tower, you know? Because then all people think is Pittsburgh, so I try to come up with something unique. But, you know, some of these buildings are just freaking awesome. This is one of my favorite ones. I think this is another New Mexico or something like that. Where, I forgot what city. Yeah, Atlanta, the tall one. Oh, Atlanta, yeah. I think you're right. No, I need to know. We need to confirm. I think you are right. Okay, now it's performing good. Yes, no, not this one. This is one of my favorite buildings in Atlanta, though. I think I have this one. Let me see. There it is. Yeah, this one right here. That one's from Atlanta. I always think of The Walking Dead. I think you can see this building in The Walking Dead season 1 poster. It's like in the background. Makes me smile when I see this one. I didn't use it in this city build. There's one that I wanted to use. I don't know who created it. This one I want to use. I want to use this one at some point. I want to make this one kind of like over here, like some kind of skyscraper that's just like outside of downtown, but within the vicinity. I don't know where this reminds me of something from San Francisco. I wish they would like put like where they're from in the description. W.R. Grace. I'm not really sure if that's correct. Yeah, there's no description. At least I can't see it. But I love this one, how it curves down. And there's another one that I want to use. Not this. This big one. Not this one. No. Oh no, it's actually it's not a poppable. It's this guy. This is another favorite one. Where there it is. This is incredible building. Like, just whoever the asset creator of this one, kudos, hats off to you. Like, look at this. And then you actually can go in the interior. Look at this. Freaking look at this. I mean, I wish City Skylines did this more in general, like overall, like made interiors, but I know it's not easy. What are you doing up at 4:30 in the morning? I know what I'm doing. I'm playing video games, but what are you doing up? I hear ya. Work. I should be asleep for that, but not doing it. Can't sleep tonight. It's one of those things. But yeah, so we built the tonight's stream basically was the build of the airport for our city. This didn't exist 2 hours ago, whenever we started. I can't remember. I will post the speed build of it, but yeah. So I never did the airport. This is my first time. I bought the airport DLC and I never used it. So this is my first time doing it. So it's a little shoddy, a little janky at times. I didn't realize the runways, these taxiways are one-way streets, technically. If you're not familiar with what I'm talking about, if you click on them, they're one-way streets. So you had to, like, make loops, which I don't know if that's how real airports are. I'm not a airport guy, but, yeah. I figured the airplanes could go any direction they want as long as the air traffic control tower is telling them where to go. But maybe they are one-way areas in real life. I'm not really sure. So this area will be hotels. We already have some like Oh, so you're, oh wow, you're in flight school. So yeah, I mean, feel free. Mine's probably, this airport's probably not super realistic. Like I said, I just kind of slapped it together. Like I've never done the airport DLC. I've actually never had an airport in my city. I've never got to the point where I was going to build one, or I've always just kind of gone to, if I did put an airport, it was going to be like whatever this is. The, you know, these I don't even know where they are now. Are they in the hubs? Yeah, this one right here. I'm sure you've seen it, but whatever this DLC is, or not DLC, this hub. Pretty much have only used this one. I'll have most major airports have one way. Okay, good to know. That's awesome. I don't know why I didn't think of that, or why that doesn't, why I wouldn't think that that exists, but I guess it makes sense to control traffic. The more you know. The original lore behind this was a crop dusting. Yeah, putting more runway. Yeah, I do. Well, I wanted. Yeah. Yeah, I need another runway. This is where my path is. I don't know if it matters in this game. Maybe it doesn't. The flight path is this way, so I built the runway so it meets up with the purple line. The purple line here, pinky purple, is flight path. So I'm not really sure where to put the other one. I do want to build a cargo one. Again, I've never done it. I know there's a cargo one in there. If you come in here, there's the cargo one. Some of these cargo lines, I would love to build that. These seems really cool. I don't even know what are these big squares in the middle of there? Are these? I don't even know. Super cool. Like, I don't even know how to, I'd have to watch someone. Yeah, I think I had, you're right. Now that you say that, I think I had, so you're saying, like something kind of like that. Obviously not that, but like something like that comes off like that. Kind of like how the international one is. It's under the hubs. Like how this one has. Does this one have the same infrastructure? It must. Oh yeah, it does. So they come this way, they come. I see. What? Oh, someone's flying out of here. This one goes this way. This goes this way. And then this one, I assume, travels down this way and then would go there. I have no idea why something's flying out of here. Kind of incredible. See ya. But yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's something to definitely come this way. Maybe reconfigure the whole thing. I like that. Module terminal end. I don't even know what this does. Is this a... I think this is a Steam Workshop item here. Yeah, because it would need to snap to the road if it wasn't. Ooh. Yeah. So that's cool. So yeah, we might upgrade the change. Well, no, I think sounds like we should. We should change this so it has more runways in it. The original lore behind it was this was supposed to be where it was going to be built. On the actual side of the city you're residing, this whole area, but when they did the studies, it was this whole area is all marshland and cannot hold the amount of planes and traffic that would basically be landing here. It basically would be dropping a bowling ball on a sponge so they could not build here logistically. So it's part of the lore. I'm going to create an episode where we analyze the infrastructure and lore of the city, and that's part of it. Like, the aviation club was part of where the airport was supposed to be, but it couldn't. So then they moved it over here, which was a crop dusting warehouse district. You know, I had a lot of crop dusting planes, and then they basically bought it, and now it is what it is today. But one of the problems is there is no public transfer right now, other than the buses that I'm going to create, and that's kind of designed on purpose to make it a bottleneck or a problem that we have to fix at some point. So we're never designing something perfect. That's kind of like how I always envision it. Well, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and, you know, swapping stories. Really appreciate it. Hope you have a good work day. Cheers, man. Yeah, sure. Let me know what your Discord is. People love to join it. Yep, appreciate it. Yeah, so I think it's a really good suggestion to like build the runway kind of off here. Maybe reconfigure it. Not tonight's episode for sure, or stream. Let's not go crazy. Definitely something to consider because we are definitely in the process of always upgrading the city. This city has got a lot of problems, which I love. Trying to mimic real life. Real life cities have a lot of problems. They're never perfect. So, kind of what we're aiming for here, guys. One of my favorite locations in the game, of this map, I should say, is this area right here. This is the state's insane asylum. No longer. There's no patients here ever anymore. It's been decommissioned. Now it's a city park. As you can see, you can travel up here and see the grounds and look at all the different rooms and everything. Oddly enough, there's a lot of wedding photography that happens here in the city's lore. They take place in front of the building. They go in some of the areas and they take wedding pictures because the historical nature of it is pretty beautiful, despite the atrocities that happened here. So, one of the cooler areas. It used to actually supply this town mostly with their jobs. This town a lot of people worked for the asylum, which then went under, and they lost a lot of their jobs. But a lot of them now have over in the town across the river, at this location, at this hospital, they transferred over. So you can see here, wow, there is a lot going on here. Holy cow. What is there, a zombie plague happen? What's... Where are you all going at this time? Super fun. Anyway, yeah, so a lot of people who work in this town commute to this hospital right here. This hospital is now the major area outside of the city. I do like vistas, urban vistas. I'm a big fan of how they work. So, like, for example, like if you come over here to this, like, this is just so cool. Like, look at that. I don't know. Love this. This is why we play the game. I don't know. This is why I play the game, for these views right here. Like, look at just look how cool this looks. Like, you got just this depth, the skyline, and then just being up here in this wilderness. So cool. And there's many places like that in this city. Like this radio tower right up here. Like, I don't know. This is cinema. That's why I play the game. These little moments right here. Anyone else is still watching? I always offer tips and tricks from the mods that I use. If you're not familiar with some of them, please ask me. Like if there's a icon. I don't have because my PC is full. Yeah, no, yeah, well, yeah, these sizes of these games are incredible. I like these types of games. I haven't transferred over to City Skylines 2 yet. Eventually I'll get there. I'm not done with City Skylines 1. So I'll get there eventually. City Skylines 2, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, storage is tough. Storage is tough. I thankfully upgraded my RAM right before the RAM issue was a problem. So I was really, really happy that I was able to buy that affordably when I could. I think I had 32, and now I have 64. So this loads really, really well. I think it loads on the page file 48 gigs, from what I remember, which is obviously under the 64. So I'm really happy about that. But the game runs phenomenally now because of it. I mean, I don't know what it looks like on stream, but I mean, like, I know the population isn't there, but the amount of stuff on screen, like, pretty smooth. We can do a drive-through if anyone wants to see that. So we can pick a car. I'm a big fan of this, so we can pick a car coming into the city. I like doing a truck because they're a little higher. We can do a truck, raise it up a little bit. This is going to be a dam. I think that's what the original author intended this area to be, is a dam, so this is why I haven't touched it yet. A hydroelectric dam through here, so I want to create that. That's the original author's of this map, which is like, this is one of the best maps I've ever played on. Hands down. But I love this, like coming into the city, we're in a truck, we're in a rural area, there's a logging company over here. You know, we don't even see downtown yet, we're just traveling in, we're just rural here, there's a train over on our right. Lower a little bit. Probably about here is probably more realistic, where we probably see a truck driver. Oh, look at that. You can see downtown starting to come. Look at that. Oh, that's why we play this game. Please go to the right. Please go to the right, truck. I can't control the truck. There we go. That intersection is a little ugly. Yeah, I gotta fix this right here. These cars run into this. I haven't done that yet. Fix that. This was like a plop down what would you call this? Intersection. Yeah, I haven't fixed this. So apologies here. Apologies. We'll fix this. One of those things. We need to get some walls, retaining walls up so that people don't see the houses. And noise, so that people don't hear the noise too of the trucks driving through here. So we need to get some sound walls in here also. But downtown, it should be off to the right. This is very reminiscent of American City highway. Yep, there's downtown off to the right over there. Yeah, sounds good, man. Definitely get some sleep. Thanks. Have a good one. Got some suburban development here. Again, oh, there's the sound walls. I know I did put sound walls somewhere. Oh, you're making a left. Where is this truck going? You're going up to the northern part of the bay. Oh, look at that. There's a wooden fence here. I didn't know that. Cut it right there. Yeah, so this is the original author's intent right here. I assume he put these things in here as like, hey, make this a dam. Make a hydroelectric dam. That will happen eventually. Look at that. These rocks. Incredible. This map is one of my favorite maps of all time. Love it. It's like super cool. I've done some modifications to it. There was a river that actually ran through here, so if you download the default map of this, there's a river that goes through here. I got rid of it. I just wanted one river. You know, if you don't download the map, you're gonna like, it looks different. Well, that's because I changed it. And I flattened a lot more than I probably should have. But I wanted to make the city big. Should save it now. That reminds me I should save it. Always save your city, folks. Seriously. There's been plenty of times where it's crashed and I lost 3 hours of work. So save your city. Save it often. There's no shame in it. Doesn't cost you anything. Just a little bit of time. So yeah, this is a California-inspired map because we have the deserts over here, which I believe the author called this the Gold Coast, golden something. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up, but I believe it's a Los Angeles, San Francisco, Southern California area map designed. But I've incorporated a lot of that into it, so we have a lot of the palm trees beach area right here that you see with this area right here, a little Miami inspired with like, you know, that area of Miami where it has like the road with bars and restaurants right on it, but like kind of a micro version of it. But yeah, this major beach right here, palm trees. But we also have, once you get into the city, it's kind of mixing a little bit of Northeast, Boston, Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Cleveland vibes, you know what I mean? Some just like more Northeastern Great Lakes cities downtown. So, which was done on purpose. I kind of like the idea that a region it's kind of like a GTA map or like or a map with different biomes in it. It's like downtown has this biome, and then over here is like the beach, and it has its own biome. So it's kind of like how I envisioned it. Not super realistic, because obviously one can't exist and the other. You can't have palm trees, and then you can't build Boston. But hey, it's my city, so that's where we're at. With that being said, please take that as an inspiration. Don't landlock yourself to think you need to build a specific way in a specific region. Like, just build how you want. You want to build a city that looks like, I don't know, New York City, but you want to put palm trees in it? Then put palm trees in it. Who cares? It's your city. Do what you want. And the only reason why I say this is because I have a 6-year-old who plays this game, and he plays nonsensically. He just plops anything down and loves it and embraces it. And I kind of took inspiration from that. Just, if you like the way it looks, build it. Who cares? Nobody needs approval of it except for yourself. And you want to share it with people, and someone goes, well, that's not realistic, or that's not... I did not build the city for you. At the end of the day, that's what it is. I didn't build the city for you. I built it for me. But those who are still here, you know, obviously I'm not someone who's going to ask for your subscription. At the end of the day, it's whether you deem it's worthy of subscribing to me. It's up to you. But I would say if you enjoy this content, I definitely will be live streaming this city quite often, and fixing and rebuilding a lot of things in it. But also, if you're interested in other gameplay videos that involve Repo, DayZ, Vane, 7 Days to Die, on this channel I do have a lot of other story-driven stuff that's usually comical with me and my friend Tony. So definitely check those out if you're interested in those games. If not a big deal. It's just, I get it, these are two completely different genres of games. But if you're interested, please check them out. If not, no big deal. If you're just here for Cities content, I'm going to be posting more Cities content, standalone videos about tips and tricks, lore drops. There's going to be a whole why the airport was built to where it is today lore drop, kind of like a podcast thing where we talk about everything that's involved with the city, and there will be an ongoing series with that too. So definitely stick around, join if you're excited to see some more of this content. If not, no big deal. Glad you're here. No problems if you're first-time viewer. Never see you again. But I'm glad that you got to see and experience this tonight. So what do we want to focus on now? So we got the airport built. Not built up. It's built. Not perfect. Actually, according to the gentleman that we were just talking to, he's a flight school kid guy. I don't know how old he is. But he said that build another runway. So we could reconfigure this. Probably maybe more so this way, so we can build a runway that way. So this is just kind of like what it looks like today. I like his idea of reconfiguring this, making it more realistic. Building another runway. We got the parking lots. We got the infrastructure. We got this. So I think we will reconfigure it. Not this episode. I will post the speed build of it though, but I think that's just where we're at with what it is. Or is it almost 5 in the morning? Future plans. So this over here will be, I'll turn on. You've no idea what this means, whoever's watching this. Oops, I can't spell retail. This is going to be a suburban retail American strip mall in through here. And then this down here will be housing and developments. Stuff like that. Yeah, so, and then this over here is going to be all like somewhat, suburban housing and getting into farmland up here because we are way outside of downtown or the city proper at this point. So this is going to be more rural and farming out this way. Maybe focus on some of the manufacturing things that I didn't do. For example, I did create a logging company. I created some farms, but I have ore, but I do not have oil. It really doesn't make sense oil to be out here. I didn't do fishing yet, so I'm still working on where fishing will go. I don't know where it should go. More than happy to take suggestions. I think initially I was going to do fishing along here, but then I figured it was going to be suburban development. This is going to be condominiums area with lots of docks and personal watercraft area. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know where I'm going to do fishing. I'm not sure. Maybe right here. Can't tell. So we're gonna drive before we kind of start to end the night here. We're gonna take this drive through here. One of my favorite drives to the city, this waterfront highway that goes through the city. So comes through here. Got the sound walls right there. And this guy changing lanes. Oh, look at that crumpled. Whatever. Got the water on the right. Got a park system. This is all on waterfront property. We got a little bit of park on the right. Housing on the left, some infrastructure there. This building. I think it's a pedestrian thing. This guy changed lanes though. My God, I hate this person in real life. Got this massive bridge right here. Then we get into the industrial zone. Over on the right side there with that condominium tower on the left. Now we're getting into like 100% straight downtown. Yeah, this is cool. Very cool. Look at that shot. And then we got this terrible waterfront choking highway that's basically choking off all of downtown from the waterfront. You can see here all the wharfs and piers. I've overgrown over time because of this choke that this highway has on it. So this is something we want to fix and address at some point. Then this gets into not the inner city area, but like hardworking blue collar work areas where there's a lot of older housing. Phantom fireworks. Older infrastructure, older factories, a lot of blue collar individuals, hardworking guys. Most of the nice city is basically not. Oh, well, they're actually getting off the highway here. Where is this truck going? This is the notorious bad intersection there, because it is an intersection that gets off the major highway there. Then it's one of the few that take you up north towards the rural areas. You get into heavy suburban America. You know, like a Dollar General, Red Robin, old gas stations, Walgreens. We got a Texas Roadhouse right there. The storage, Walmart, Bed Bath & Beyond. These are heavy suburban retail environments, which is actually, oddly enough, commands more traffic than the city does. Somehow the suburban areas, which kind of makes sense, because like in my suburban areas, like when I'm downtown, there's nobody there. And then, but if I go to like the 6-lane suburban area near Walmart and Home Depot, like there's cars freaking everywhere. Fascinating. We are stopped here. Where I think where that ended up, that truck. That truck ended up right, I think right here. I don't know, can't remember. Might have been right here, because I remember this bus. Anyway, yeah, so crazy amounts of infrastructure. Suburban infrastructure that are through here. This thing is so red. It's been red since I created it. Never been able to figure it out. Ooh. It worked for one side. I don't know why it doesn't work for the other. Everyone's backing up because they want to be in that lane. Oh, that stinks. Not a lot we can do there. I think I have time traffic lights through here too. I think Sycamore City Airport. What the freak? What happened here? Yeah, that way we can build the hotels. Uh-oh. Not what I wanted to do. Shoot. Shoot! Huh. I didn't think they would do that. Hilarious. Yep, we're gonna have some waves. We're gonna have some water! So sorry. Screwed up. It was my bad. Water everywhere. What do we do? Shouldn't have done that. That's alright. It is what it is. Yeah. I mean, maybe we redesign this whole thing at some point. I don't know. Not really sure. My first time doing an airport. Maybe we'll reconfigure the whole thing in an episode. I don't know. I don't know. In a stream. Not really sure, but this is the best I got. Hey. Yeah, it definitely doesn't look super realistic. Might have to recreate it at some point. We'll see. There's no way this plane's doing this. No. Oh, they're gonna do one more loop. No, you're not. You didn't. This went down. Landing now. Oh, wow. Incredible. Oh, wow. 9,000. Wait, wait, what? Passenger count 9,000 out of possible 5,000? Not really sure. I'm kind of confused how to read this. Weekly passengers 0. What's... I don't understand this count. Oh, mount. Usually it's the smaller number out of the bigger number, so I'm really confused. Yeah, I don't really understand this. These stats here. Someone come... Passenger seats used? 0%? 100% not used? No one's flying? I'm confused. This is like strange to me. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do there. Anyway, we just built this tonight, if you're just joining. Got that done. Oh, hello, airplane. You do that same chaos move. Yeah, I think I know what the guy was talking about. So if we build a runway going this way, I think that might be the better option. So maybe let's build like something for fun here to remind us, so, like this runway going like this way. I'm gonna put that there to remind us we should do that. Maybe change up the infrastructure. I mean, I don't hate it. Definitely don't hate it. Okay. Okay. Hey, see how that develops. All right, we got some suburban areas. Okay, guys, I think that's where we gotta call it. 5:30 in the morning here. If you like this content, please, stick around. Subscribe if you want to. If you don't, you don't have to. There'll be YouTube videos coming out with. This wouldn't be suburban right here. I don't think that's a true statement. I think this needs to be fixed. So we'll go over that. But yeah, this is not what I intended over here. I think I can really be in this area until I start developing it. So yeah, We're at a strange part in the city. Super excited to keep this live streaming forward and build more out with you guys. More than happy to have listen to comments like just things. More than happy to do some deep dive on the lore, why things they are the way they are, and go from there. So thank you, everyone. Really, really appreciate your time here and everyone's watching. But it's time for bed for me. So I will see you soon.